Rangers themselves, they have not been 100% at home, drawing against Warri Wolves and of course against Heartland.
Yeah, the throwing comes and the Shooting Stars a chance. Not the kind of chance that will give a team a goal here. It's goal kick Rangers.
Adesina has not made the shooting handlers happy so far. About 3 weeks ago, when Shooting Stars hosted Warri Wolves and Adesina was put in the second half, he was still substituted before the end of the game because he was so poor that the home fans booed him outside the pitch of play. I think Adesina, the earlier he realizes that you have to make your mark the right way, the earlier he would know not to try for a bicycle kick when it was easier to chest the ball down and establish control.
Referee says play on. Uzenyi with his left foot looking for Fedu, cleared by his Shooting Stars captain Adigu. Adigu has been a rock of Gibraltar at the heart of Shooting Stars at defense, not allowing any ball to go past him. Ambrose Onyema with the throw-in for Rangers. Uzenyi. Of course, beaten. Shooting Stars second, but no. Beautiful job coming from Umar. Very experienced defender. Onyema. Adegbite. Looking for Fedu. Fedu. Fedu! Beautiful goal! 1-0 Rangers.
And Rangers International, just out of nothing, they go ahead. Saleh Mohammed is going to book somebody on the side of Shooting Stars. They believe their player was fouled in the build-up to that goal. As you can see from here, Ofueda appeared to have lost control. Yes, there was a shot pull there, inexplicably. There you see it. The player was pulled down. Should really have been a free kick, but he was allowed to go on. You can see it better from this angle. Clearly Ofuedu pulling the Shooting Stars defender back. But the whistle didn't go and he finished off his 8th goal of the season. Rangers International wouldn't mind. They believe they were robbed in Port Harcourt in midweek. And today they've got the rub of the green. It's Rangers International of ENUGU 1, Shooting Stars Sports Club of Ibadan 0.
And it's Ofuedu's goal number 8 of the season. Fantastic player. Surprising he's not been called up by the national coach for the friendly coming up against Egypt. It's Rangers 1 and Shooting Stars 0.
Good spirits being shown by Dele Ajiboye. In truth, Saleh Mohammed should have thought otherwise about that goal. There was really a clear infringement. But it's Rangers International who lead Shooting Stars of Ibadan here by 1-0. And that goal coming after 26 minutes from Chikeluba Ofuedu.
Of course, Umar. Shooting Stars has turned into action. They will fight back. Free kick from just inches away from the box.
Mutia Degoke, he scored the match winner for Shooting on Thursday in a 1-0 win over Kwara United in Ibadan. And he has earned for his side a free kick. He packs a bullet in his left foot, but I think this will suit a right-sided player. And can Shooting straight from the off hit back on Rangers. What's Dele Ajiboye doing there? He wants to take it himself. I do hope he knows what he's doing, because if he doesn't put this in the back of the net or get it over the crossbar, a quick counter attack might very, very, very easily put Rangers back. Give Rangers some breathing space.
But Kelechi, you can't forget that he has scored a goal this season off free kick. A little wonder is there to try this one again. Free kick Shooting Stars, Adeboye. Ajiboye over the bar.
Not too far away, you can see him getting the applause from his bench. He is a versatile goalkeeper, not just used to keeping the ball out of his net, but that time the ball was rising all the time, didn't dip the way he wanted. You could see what he was trying to do, going for the far post.
Another chance for Rangers, missed there by Uzenyi, but it was offside.
Shooting Stars, I think they're still complaining about the foul that led to the goal, and yet another one, this time by Ejike Uzenyi, who was left to go. It was the late flag by the official on the far side, but that time the Rangers player infringed on the rules and was caught. That's him clearly in offside position. Late flag, as you can see.
Okosa heading into touch for three into Shooting Stars. Okay, with a throw in, a chance for Shooting Stars. Ayalogu to the rescue. Eze, not that kind of tall player, but he can jump very high. It's 30 minutes into the first half. It's Rangers leading 1-0 over Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan.
James Okwuosa upended. Free kick to Rangers International. That's exactly how that was done by Thomas Adesina. Looked a little bit of 50-50, but I think Adesina got something on his man, and the ref was there.
Going by the kind of fixture we have here, we've not seen that kind of football that we expect the two teams to exhibit. Going into the second game, Rangers have not been the best side, and the Shooting Stars have been the more improved side going into this match. They played very well so far, considering that they are down by a lone goal. Ofedu sandwiched by Digun and Adeboye.
Adeboye acting as the destroyer for Shooting Stars in this game so far. Couldn't do anything about the goal though. And that time again, very hard player he is. Stuck out his boots and put that one into touch.
Adeboye clearing for Shooting Stars. Onyema for Rangers. Onyema still going in, but he wanted to get Ejike Uzenyi, but the communication wasn't quite there. Shooting Stars. They won't give up fighting. Nice run from the other side of from the far side, and
the ball was pinging around that 6-yard box. Could really have gone anywhere, but luckily rolling into the hands of the goalkeeper.
Ofedu gets Eze. Eze turns around, beautiful turn. Ofedu, and Ejike Uzenyi, he can't get in. And the struggle is going on. This is goal number 2 for Rangers International. Beautiful goal. It's Razaka Degbite getting his goal number 3 of the season. He was just there all alone, not marked. What dreadful defending by Shooting Stars.
Dreadful defending, you got it right, Ralph, because if there was any doubt about the first goal, there was absolutely no doubt about it. Very poor defending. This one through the heart of the defense. Good save first time from that man, Dele Ajiboye. But what was Mutia Degoke playing at? He got the ball stuck in between his legs, couldn't get it away in good time. When the ball was peeled, Uzenyi was there to put it right back. And who was there? Adebite to put it into the net. Just one very all alone, no way he wouldn't score. 2-0 to Rangers, and really deserved.
Shooting Stars, they've played well, a long ball, and of course defender, captain of Rangers, of course, blocking that one. He can catch up with that. It's Ofedu in the 26th minute and Adegbite in the 33rd minute. It's Rangers 2 and Shooting Stars 0.
Shows you the golfing class these days between these two sides. Rangers are a side stunk. They are looking for only their second win in 5. And that was a very, very bad foul. There is no way he's going to escape a booking. Very, very bad foul indeed. And that man, Emeka Eze, stuck his hands into the face of the Shooting Stars player. Very, very shocking challenge. Just watch this one. Wow, that's an elbow under the jaw, and it's Okiki Afolabi who was flattened by Emeka Eze, rightly booked by Saleh Mohammed.
Definitely some referees will even flash a red card for this kind of offense. There was no need for that at all. That was an unnecessary yellow card gotten by the young man Emeka Eze. Chimobi Chukwu beaten. Okay. Was looking for Talabi, couldn't get him. Adeboye. Rangers come again. Eze. And Ofedu was looking to give it back to Eze, but Eze was already a marksman. Chimobi Chukwu sets the ball, crossfield pass, beautifully done. Umar could not keep his foot in, and he was beaten roundly there. Shooting Stars with their own attack. Adekboju is the younger brother of Mutiu Adekboju, the club manager of Shooting Stars, and he was actually gotten from Adekboju Young Stars Academy, owned by Mutiu Adekboju. Good defending by Rangers Oriako. Onyema looking for Fedu. Headed out by Adigu. Talabi was looking to send his man a good message, but that message was decoded by goalkeeper Godwin Ayalogo.
That was Adegoke going in hard on Uzwenyi. He's lucky because if he had missed the ball and upended Uzwenyi, he would have been toying with a straight red card. That would have been a shocking challenge if he hadn't made contact with the ball. So it's Rangers International who lead here by 2-0. If they get the result they want from elsewhere, they will be heading back to the top of the table. Rangers, prior to the previous 7 days, had led the league for all of 4 weeks before 3 losses in 4.
But another chance for Rangers, and Fedu. A shot comes in from Ejiko Zenyi, offside. Adebite offside, truly so.
I think the man on the far side, Peter Edibi, the way he's flagging up, I think the flag is too heavy. He doesn't get it up in time, and that's causing all sorts of problems for Shooting Stars. You can see Adebite clearly offside, and look at how long it takes that man before he sticks that flag up into the air. As Latif Adigo, who is injured.
The referee asking the young man, can you continue or you want to go out? He says they will go on. The fans here, I'm sure they are satisfied so far with Rangers leading by 2-0. Throwing, Chimobi Chukwu could not get to the ball. Onyema, Chimobi, Oriako, crossfield pass to Umar. Umar, Nigerian Beach Soccer International. Umar again. And Umar said pass that time was very well decoded. The good defense. Adegoke. Adekboju sets the ball way forward, but could not locate the man he was looking for. Okiki there, but it's goal kick to Rangers.
Just to remind you about our key programs for next week. Monday Night Football tomorrow. Do join us at 6:30 Central African Time tomorrow. On Monday, our first major magazine program for the week, and of course Niger Made on Thursday, also at 6:30 Central African Time. Don't forget to join us.
And so when Europe changes their time, we also change our times here. Usually it used to be 7:30 Nigerian time, Central Africa time, but it's now 6:30. Here at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, it's 40 minutes, and it's still Rangers leading here by 2-0. That's a very, very huge tackle there. Chimaobi Chukwu. I'm sure it's going to go into the referee's bad books. It was a big tackle against Thomas Adeshina of Shooting Stars. The yellow card for Chimaobi Chukwu.
I wonder what Chukwu was playing at. No coach tells you to do that. That man was heading back to his own side of the pitch, talking about Thomas Adeshina. Your team is leading 2-0. Why do you make that sort of a challenge? I think that's what Okemori probably would need to ask Chimaobi Chukwu at halftime and put himself under some bit of pressure. There's absolutely no need to do that. A silly yellow card to get, if you ask me. But that's what you get when you do silly things such as that.
A decent ball into Rangers box. Good clearance there from Onyema. Shooting Stars, they come again, and a cross blocked there by Umar, and another cross comes in. Decent ball, a good header. Talabi
probably doesn't realize it, but that should have been his goal there. He was wide open on the edge of the 6-yard box. Absolutely nobody marking him. I think Rangers are very, very happy at this point, not conceding. But that was the first time really Shooting Stars will break into that 18-yard box and have a free header.
With a possession of 57-43 in favor of ENUGU Rangers, and they lead by 2-0. And we're into the last 5 minutes of this encounter. Last 5 minutes of the first half, beg your pardon. Good play by Talabi. Gets his man. Okay. Talabi again. Locates Adekboju. Adekboju. And it was Afolabi that finally sent that pass to that man. Crossfield pass, a good one. Adegoke. Adeboye, beg your pardon. And here is Okay. It's another player that delights my heart. Tare Okay. Also experienced, good crossfield pass, but offside position of play. I didn't think it was offside.
I concur with you, Ralph. I didn't see how the player was offside, but maybe Michael Omozegbai saw what we didn't see.
Digbite cannot get to the ball this time. Jiboye gets to it first. Wrong pass, Eze. Ejike. Gets Ofedu. Ofedu. It should be a marksman at this point, but no, for Shooting Stars, Chimaobi Chukwu can get his head to it. Fantastic defensive work by Tare Okay.
Tare Okay doing very well there, but Rangers getting in behind the 3SC defense once again. Couple of good step overs on the right side by Adegbite, who you have to say is in form for this game. He's played very, very well indeed, and that was a good dink across the 18-yard box.
Chukwu with the throw-in, with a corner kick. And of course, Shooting Stars at defense, tidy up things very well. Thomas Adeshina getting a throw-in for Shooting Stars from the far side. Close to the center line. Referee asking to get a proper position, but it's a change of mind again. It's for Rangers this time, and Umar is there.
All sorts of things happening in terms of the decision making by the officials, but that time Rangers get the decision.
Oriako gets Ofedu. Ofedu Umar with the cross, dealt with very well by Shooting Stars man Olabisi. And Shooting Stars tearing away at the far side. Raheem. Big battle for the ball, and finally okay. Can't beat Onyema. Throwing to Shooting Stars.
Onyema is becoming a revelation for Rangers this season. Very tough, hard-grafting player. And well, Rangers International, they've considered a corner kick. Shooting Stars have really not had much penetration in this half, but it's set pieces like this that struggling teams like Shooting can use to cut into a deficit like the one they are facing here. Ayalogo has had it easy so far, but maybe he might be made to work now. 3 minutes to be added at the end of this first half. That's confirmation from our reserve referee, John Charles.
It's a free kick to Shooting Stars with seconds into the 3 minutes of additional time played here so far. From the near side, that's where it's going to be coming from. And here it comes with it, left foot. Good defending by Rangers. And again that ball also be kicked. But here is Chimo Bichuku. Rangers counter-attacking for Rangers. Uzenyi, Ejike. Look at this man. Good goalkeeping. Adeboye and Adiku deals with it very well. The experience of a goalkeeper, you can tell most times. He timed the ball very well, knew when to come out when the whole defense was beaten, and great job by Adeboye. A chance for Shooting Stars, and they tease. No. Thomas Adeshino was too slow for my liking. Expected him to pull the trigger immediately, but he didn't.
I think Ajiboye might just be a lucky goalkeeper, because if he did touch the ball here with his hands, well, it's not very clear really. That might have been a sending off, but he is lucky. Offside that time against Rangers International. Despite not having stepped out of first gear, Rangers are comfortably in front here by 2-0. This Shooting Stars team is lacking a whole lot going forward. That's why they've not been able to trouble Rangers International.
Jiboye, I wonder what I was talking about the other time. That wasn't good goalkeeping in any way. Didn't time the ball at all. Jiboye with a free kick. 1 more minute of additional time to be played before the two teams will be called into the locker room by the center referee. Razaka Digbite cannot run enough to keep that ball in. And so it is. You can spot just next to the coach, Mutua Dekboju, ex-international, is the club manager of Shooting Stars. You'll be wondering why is he sitting next to the coach? Where is the assistant coach?
Well, I think that man is the assistant coach. I don't know, because we understand he's serving in interim capacity, that Festus Allen will be recalled, like we've been told by officials of the club, sometime soon, that he was suspended as a form of punishment.
Well, it's rarely done because when the coach that comes, that stands as the interim, is doing very well, you'll be wondering why the other coach will be recalled. And not even a second more. It is a full 45 minutes and 3 minutes of additional time played here. And it is the referee sending the two teams into the locker room. Ofedus has scored his 8th goal of the season when it opened scoring here. And well, it scored the open score in the 26th minute. And of course, at Digbita, you also saw giving Rangers the second goal here in the 33rd minute. And of course, Mutua Dekboju will reel this one while waiting for the next 45 minutes to see what Shooting Stars will be bringing into the game. But let's see the way it is in the first 45 minutes played. It's ENUGU Rangers 2 and Shooting Stars 0.
that he has accepted to commission that.
It's good to want to be part of the league in any capacity at all. Fans have thronged the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium. We can be talking about, say, 8 to 10,000 fans here. Not up to 8,000 fans in this 22,000-seater stadium. It used to be a 30,000-seater stadium, and of course it was reduced for the 2009 Under-17 World Cup. But it's been a good time at 42 for the fans here, enjoying the match, enjoying the great football action that's given by the two teams. They've enjoyed seeing two goals here, two great goals. Rangers, they said they wouldn't disappoint against Shooting Stars. Shooting Stars said it wouldn't be the same. Haven't lost and lost and lost on the road. Shooting Stars, they've lost 7 matches on the road and drew 2. And that's good enough. 9 games on the road. They've drawn 2. And that's against Sunshine Stars and Lobby Stars. Rangers, on the other hand, at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium here, they've played 9 matches. And they've also drawn 2 here at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium. That was against Warri Wolves on match day 1, and of course Heartland in that interesting encounter. That's a good one. OJ, our own OJ Kiraikoje, presenting a kind of award to the coach of Enugu Rangers International. We'll confirm what award it is for you. Onyema, the former African Coach of the Year, has just received another award.
He's been given an award as the Premier League Coach of the Month of March. And he just isn't the only one. That man, Chikeloba Fuedu, also was handed an award as the player of the league for the month of March. So Rangers making a clean sweep. Is actually known as the Nigeria Premier League Bloggers Awards. You send your reactions or your feelings about the best performance in the Nigeria Premier League to a particular blog. We'll be talking about that sometime, but Rangers are sweeping both the managers and best player awards for the month of March.
Congratulations to Rangers coach Onyema, and of course Chikeloba Fuedu, coach and player of the month of March in the Nigeria Premier League. And thanks to the bloggers. It's 2-0 cushion for Rangers. Shooting Stars, they've got a lot to prove. Adegun did a good job in the first half, but could not keep out the 2 goals from going into his post. Referee Saleh Mohammed also did a good job in the first half, was totally in control. That's the kickoff of the second half of this match. And the ball goes straight into towards forward throwing. Shooting Stars Sports Club of Ibadan. Last season Rangers did a double over Shooting Stars. And in the last 6 meetings of between these two teams since Shooting Stars came back into the top flight, Rangers have won 4 and Shooting Stars have won only 1, and there's been 1 draw between the two.
Shooting Stars have it all to do in this second half. Going down by 2-0 in the first, they need to really call on all their reserves of energy, strength, skill and brilliance in this second half if they are to really make a dent in Rangers' 2-goal lead. The way the first half did pan out, you will think Rangers International can even go ahead and add to the misery of Shooting Stars, because from what we've seen so far, Rangers have hardly had to stretch themselves, and yet they lead 2-0. So Shooting Stars, it is, will have all the work to do.
Talabi of Shooting Stars gets a free kick for his side. Goalkeeper Ayalogo arranging his wall of defense. And from where off, it's very, very much wide. Coming from Adegoke of Shooting Stars. Not too good a free kick.
Adegoke scored just 4 days ago as Shooting Stars beat Kwara United by 1-0.